Hi everyone, my name is Karen. This is my channel, NobodyKarens. I am 33 years old. I am originally from California and I am now living in Fort Worth, Texas. Today I am here to talk about my journey with a medical issue I've been dealing with. And I know it's never fun going through anything like that on your own, and I know that YouTube is a really good outlet and that it's blowing up right now. So I thought, why not take my experience, my journey to YouTube? I have had such a unique experience, and it has definitely been challenging for me physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I just wanted to put out in the universe what I've been going through, because I know that, you know, if someone could help me along the way or just know how I'm feeling and can relate, that it probably would have made my journey a little bit easier, which I know there are probably people out there, but I was in such a state of mind that I didn't really want to go anywhere, nor could I. I'm going to be talking to you about kidney stones. Yes, kidney stones. Little tiny stones. Once you have them, you will always have them, so they won't go away, but there are ways to prevent them, and I am trying to find out those ways as we speak. I know there are diets you can do and just things like that that can help do that. I do take prescription medication to help with my depression and anxiety. I'm also a diabetic. I am a type 2 diabetic, and it runs in the family. Pretty much everybody on my dad's side has it or had it, and on my mother's side, my nana had it. I was diagnosed about five or 6 years ago when I lived in Arizona, and it is controlled with medication. So I'm going to tell my story in parts. This will be part 1. I have been through a lot in the last year and a half medically. I have been in and out of the hospital since May. So right now we're just about to enter October. So since May I've been in and out of the hospital, and that is no fun. Let me tell you, I have stayed in a hospital more than I have liked to, more than people have gone in their whole lives. When I was 19 years old, I started getting pain in my lower back on the right hand side, and it was pretty bad pain. I kind of just sucked it up, and it would take some aspirin or Tylenol or whatever Advil that I could. I just thought it was cramps, because I always had bad cramps when menstrual cramps when I was in high school. So I just was like, oh, it must just be that, and because my mom had them bad too. I had a lot of UTIs. I actually had a lot of kidney issues growing up. I did often have UTIs. Sometimes I would go to school, I would pee in the morning, I wouldn't go all day at school because I hated those restrooms, and then I wouldn't go until I got home from school. So I just had a lot of issues with my kidneys as it was. So pain in my back, not something easy. I worked through it. I still, like I said, I still went to work. I still was functioning and everything like that. Like I said, I just thought it was bad cramps. Then I started getting sick. I started vomiting, and just not feeling well, and getting a lot of UTIs. I remember one time I was in the emergency room, and for some reason couldn't pee. They tried putting a catheter in. It took 3 nurses to put a catheter in, And let me tell you, that is no picnic. Not being 18 or 19, you're already really, really shy. I mean, I was super shy to begin with, but you know, I'm just starting to like go get pap smears and things like that, and so I was super shy. And having 3 nurses plus my parents, or I should say it's my mom, with me, it was devastating. It was like, oh my god, like I have all these people and they're all looking at my hoo-ha, and it's something's not right. And for some reason nobody thought to do like a CT scan or anything like that. So they treated me for UTI, so antibiotics, things like that, drank lots of fluids, and that was that. I went home. About 6 months later, I passed my first kidney stone, and it was about the size of a pea, and it had spikes. Like, I'm not kidding, almost like a spike strip that police lay on the road. Like, that's how spiky it was. It was ridiculous. Like, of course I was in the bathroom using the restroom, and it came out, and I had to dig in the toilet. What else was I gonna do? I needed to have it analyzed, so I had to get it out and take it to the doctor. And so they said it was a calcium stone, that it was pretty much the biggest stone I was going to be able to pass. That was my first stone. 18, 19 years old. I was gonna have for the rest of my life. That's what they told me. So, what do? You're okay, cool. I wasn't really given like any special diet to go through, or any special instructions. They probably gave me a small packet about kidney stones, but wasn't really that informed about it. And to be honest, I probably still need to learn a little bit more about kidney stones and what diets I need to be on and things like that. So that was my first experience with my kidney stone, and it wasn't the best one. Like I said, the catheter experience will always be instilled into my brain, and anytime I'm in the hospital or whatever and they mention catheter, I kind of cringe a little bit, because I'm just like, ugh, okay, I guess. And then fast forward to about 10 years, so about 28, I believe, is when I was diagnosed with diabetes. Also not something that's easy to deal with, especially when you're a heavier set girl and you love chocolate. I mean, love chocolate. And I love fast food. I mean, Jack in the Box was my best friend. I'm surprised they didn't know me by my first name when I went to the Jack in the Box by my house. At the time I lived in Arizona, told me diet and exercise is what needed to be done. And if you know me, which you don't, but you'll get to know me. We'll be like this. I don't exercise, and I know I should, but I have never been the type to be like, you know what, let's go for a jog today. No. Especially living in Arizona, where an average day it's like 100 degrees, can reach up to 120. You're not gonna go outside. You're not even gonna want to go outside to get to your car to drive to a gym. Like, and I know that's not an excuse. I know I can exercise at home. I know it's possible, but it's not me. So, I had diabetes, and I was to be monitoring my sugar. I was supposed to check my blood. That's what we call it, checking your blood, checking your sugar twice a day. And you're supposed to be between probably like 80 and 120. Those are probably like good average numbers. I don't even remember where I was at when I was diagnosed. I think I was in the 500s. 500s is almost hospitalization, if you don't know. And it was pretty bad. So I was put on metformin, and metformin made me pretty sick. I couldn't judge when I had enough food in my system to take my metformin, because you're supposed to take it while eating, and I couldn't judge it. I must not have eaten enough, and I would vomit after I ate. It wouldn't be long after I took my pill, finished eating, and I would be in the bathroom vomiting. So thanks to that, I lost 17 pounds when I first was diagnosed, because the metformin was too strong and it just didn't fit well with me at all. They had to switch my medicine, and that started to work a lot better. I still didn't take my sugar seriously. I still kind of ate what I wanted. Then I developed diabetic neuropathy. Diabetic neuropathy is that pins and needles, numbingness feeling in your feet that you get. It hasn't overtaken my whole leg or anything like that. It's mostly the tip of my feet, like my toes, and maybe like the ball of my foot a little bit. And you can always tell when I have too much sugar, because my feet start to really, really hurt. It can also inhibit me from doing a lot of things. So, hiking, just standing on my feet, for too long, I will start to be in excruciating pain. So when I moved to Georgia, I had to get my sugar under control. I couldn't be in the pain I was in my feet, and I was living with my parents again, so they were concerned for me. I am an only child, adult child. They don't have any other children, so I kind of am important to them, just a little bit. So I was able to qualify for kind of like a state aid, where you were able to get a low payments based on your income to go to clinics. And my mom found me a clinic where it was like $25 a visit, and the prescriptions were really cheap, or they were free, I can't remember. And so I started going to a doctor there, and that's when I was pretty much fully diagnosed for diabetic neuropathy. And I'm giving you a background story so you kind of you'll see where I'm going with this. You need to stay tuned, and you'll see where I'm going with this. So I was starting to get a little bit on track, and that was the best. That was good. I mean, I needed something, because I was just going crazy, and I needed to be drinking diet soda. I needed to, more protein and, vegetables and fruit, things like that. And when you go home, mom's cooking is always legit, and it's usually healthy than, you living on your own, because, of course I want to eat Del Taco, Jack in the Box, whatever I could find. Usually Del Taco, Jack in the Box were my go-to. So that's a lot of information so far, a lot. So now you know that I am a diabetic, that I had my first kidney stone between 18 and 19, and on my next video I will bring you a little more up to date, as in the last year and a half, because that's where the story starts getting really good. So I will try to get that video to you very soon, because I am dying to put this out and to finally kind of tell my story, because the story is insane. Like, anybody that has gone through what I've gone through may not be sitting in this beautiful chair that I love so much today. So my next video, we will speed you up to date and get you into the last year and a half of my life and what hell I have been through. I hashtag it my medical nightmare on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So if you want to see any updates about anything before I tell you in my video, then you could definitely go there. My Twitter and my Instagram are both NobodyKarens. And I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up, and that you share with your friends. Anyone who's gone through any type of medical issue at all can definitely benefit from my story. I promise you. I know that this one was just an intro, and it's my first video ever on YouTube, so let's hope that it's a successful one. But if you just want to hear a good story, then sit back and definitely enjoy what I'm going to let you know. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you tune in to my next video. Bye!